everybody, this is dkdynamite for a packed video here for you guys tonight. We're going to be talking about the Toten gameplay trailer, some massive zombies updates that got confirmed, new features, and more. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and comment your favorite part of the DLC 3 reveal that we got earlier today. I wasn't going to stream originally, but I managed to have some extra time since my appointment ended early, so I managed to do a live reaction with all you guys to the Toten trailer. In case you guys missed that, the stream is public on my channel as of right now. But today we got the gameplay reveal, a short blog post, and some patch notes. We still have yet to see the inside Toten sit-down video with Treyarch, as they did for Firebase Z about 5 months ago, and as predicted, and just like Firebase, they also merged the intro cutscene and gameplay reveal, which I'm okay with. I think it's a bit of a different formula they're going with this year, so instead of wasting budget on an intro that everybody's gonna skip every single time they boot up the map, they're like, you know what, let's just merge that with the gameplay reveal and have the trailer itself be fairly story-driven, but also featuring plenty of gameplay on top of it. They did the same thing with Firebase Z, so I'm not surprised they went with that formula here for Toten. So first off, in just 1 week, the next round-based map in the Dark Ether story will be in your hands, as Treyarch said. Toten does arrive at 9 p.m. Pacific, July 14th, and 12 a.m. Eastern, July 15th, with the launch of Season 4 Reloaded. So luckily, that guesstimate did in fact come true, and like we all thought, the map is going to drop with the Reloaded update, but the preload for this should go live on around Monday for PlayStation platforms out there, with other platforms to follow shortly after that. But definitely expect some curious Georges out there to go ahead and post early and unreleased content before the release of this update. Just warning you guys right now in case you guys aren't a fan of leaks in the Call of Duty community. Now, today's world premiere of the gameplay trailer was just a glimpse of what to expect when you take on the undead in Berlin next week. If you haven't seen it yet, buckle up. So that's their official statement. Now, they also went ahead and said, mark your calendars. The Toten main Easter egg hunt does begin at 10 a.m. Pacific and 1 p.m. Eastern, Thursday, July 15th. So did this before with the Outbreak quest, Firebase, even Maschine. The map goes live, Wednesday night, early Thursday morning, and then about mid-afternoon on Thursday is when the Easter egg will actually go live with a bit of a hot fix, which to me is fine. You get a couple of hours to just enjoy the map, casually play, get used to the layout, and then, after 12 hours, the Easter egg will then go live in game. Now, people out there probably gonna be complaining about the short hunt that is probably going to happen, but like I said before, who are the people that actually care about long Easter egg hunts? I do get it when you're a hardcore Easter egg hunter and that's your passion, but for the most part, only people that care about that are these content creators who just want to make money and extend the hunt as long as possible. Who cares, right? It's all about the quality of the map and how replayable the Easter egg is going to be after it does get solved. But we then got a storyline recap from the Call of Duty blog post going over what has happened thus far in Maschine, Firebase, and both Outbreak main quests. Of course, a bit of a short recap of those maps, not everything in detail, but if you want everything in detail, I do have the legends Eric Maynard and Kaljitsu linked down below in the description. They've gone over everything that's happened so far in some of their videos and have theorized pretty heavily about the future of the story thanks to intel and evidence in-game right now. So those are the guys you want to watch when it comes to just storyline information. But we also got confirmation that it has been 2 months in between Operation Excision and Toten here. So we've been held captive for quite some time, as we're going to see in a second. So first off, I want to point out from the trailer, the new Toten logo they used for this gameplay reveal. It's a bit funny since they didn't use this logo before, but what a coincidence. The Fajardi ended up creating a logo just like this a couple of weeks ago to go with some thumbnails. And what do you know? Treyarch has adopted that. Maybe they saw it, or maybe it's just a coincidence, but this format looks a lot better than the other version they posted quite some time ago with the name reveal. Now, we first get to see Kravchenko briefing us on the mission. He now knows Valentina betrayed him, but Raptor 1 is in fact alive, as you can see here in the footage. I almost didn't recognize him at first, and my short stream from earlier is up on my channel in case you guys want to see my live reaction to this. This is great news, right? It looked like he did die at the end of the Operation Excision Easter egg, but he somehow survived that. Maybe he popped Dying Wish or something, or Raptor 1 is just that goated. But there you have it. He is right here with the rest of our Requiem Strike team. Now, we're then going to look at a mysterious character that we see after Kravchenko says, and I quote, "Everything and everyone can be corrupted, even those close to you." So, if you're following the story thus far, who is that referring to, right? Obviously Valentina, and it does look like that's the back of Valentina's model here in that blurry shot. So, some people out there saying that it was Richtofen or somebody else, and I saw a funny tweet to go along with that, right? Zombies community, try to think a person who we don't know isn't a Richtofen challenge. And seriously, right? Treyarch is going in the direction with this Dark Ether story, so I bet it is a big cringe when they introduce new characters. People out there are like, oh, is it Richtofen? Is it this? Is it that? It's fun to speculate, right? Everybody has to respect that, but come on, right? If you're keeping up to date with the story, then you would know that it definitely isn't Eddie whatsoever. But hey, you never know. We can get thrown off quite a bit by this trailer and get surprised when the map actually releases. So we see a shot of zombies escaping the sewer, right? Similar to how you exit the sewer system from Brick in the Wall in campaign. That one looks like a ritual going on with floating zombies, who we speculated to be the Operation Boulder Nazis that went into the Dark Ether during World War II. They somehow are defending the Pack-a-Punch machine here. Kravchenko also threatens to drain the blood from our pilot if we don't help him. So he's threatening Raptor 1 if we don't help him here on this mission in Berlin. So let's go ahead and save Raptor 1 in this map. Hopefully he doesn't die, right? That's gonna be depressing if we almost see him die twice here in the zombie storyline. He survived once. Let's hopefully rescue him in this map and leave happily at the end of the Easter egg. But next up, we then have some gameplay shots, some rooftop action, which gives me some diarized verticality vibes. We then get confirmed ziplines taking you from rooftop to rooftop. So if you're a fan of Kowloon for Black Ops 1, then this map might be the one for you. I'm looking forward to that. And like I said before, I was a bit worried about how big the map is going to be, but it does seem like we're gonna have the underground area, the main street with the city, and then the rooftops on top of that. So I think this is great. So far, the size looks phenomenal. Probably medium-sized or large at the very most. But now in the underground portion of the map, it doesn't seem like the train is a form of transportation like we originally thought. I don't think it's even a trap either. Maybe you can activate this, but from what it seems like, you just have to avoid both trains to get to the main power switch. But you can get caught in between both trains with zombies in the middle, so that might be tricky on some of the higher rounds with super sprinters, maybe even a Panzer or another enemy type. Don't get caught in between those trains at the wrong moment unless you have, you know, a good arsenal at your disposal. There's also graffiti and such on the train, which doesn't mean very much. We actually analyzed it on stream earlier, and the coolest translation we got from some of this writing was "vodka saves lives." So it's similar to the graffiti we have on some of the trains in U-Bahn from Gunfight and Onslaught, or from the train over in Brick in the Wall from Campaign. We finally get a shot of the Klaus mannequin, which got teased a couple of days ago, who will be acting as a new civil protector here in DLC 3. Obviously getting Peter McCain vibes from Alpha Omega, and they've reused that formula a couple of times. Civil Protector in Shadows of Evil, the Keeper on Revelations, and then the Atom Bot in Alpha Omega from Black Ops 4. So I'm cool seeing this mechanic return again in a bit of a different way. Hopefully it's a bit better than the previous iterations. One of my predictions also came true, and I theorized that content we see in Outbreak, which may be exclusive for now, may not be exclusive forever. So the Panzer Soldat is making its way into Mauter Toten, and he's not playing around either. He looks more powerful than ever. So if you remember the Tower Trap of Mob of the Dead, then we have a similar functioning one here on the main street with that green spotlight emphasizing where it's going to be shooting. So this is pretty cool, right? Traps have returned in Mauter Toten, which I almost forgot weren't featured at all in either the Maschine, Firebase, or anywhere on Outbreak. So this is cool, right? I almost forgot traps weren't in Black Ops Colder at all. So happy to see the return of those. We then get confirmation of the Pack-a-Punch ritual step. It seems the Operation Boulder Nazis defend the machine for whatever reason, while this new creepy looking figure charges them up. Now, who is this unknown character? Right now, it's creepy to look at, but it could be Zykov, it could be an unknown character, an original person, or even a surprise reveal that nobody could have guessed by the time the Easter egg ends. I'll just assume that he's the mini-boss enemy type, while the Panzer will be the heavy enemy type. So think of the Mimic and Mangler relationship that we got from Firebase Z. It'll probably be similar on this map with Panzers and this mysterious-looking unknown character. Who knows what he even does? I think there was a glimpse in the trailer of somebody looking like he had a jetpack floating around. Was this unknown character, or is it somebody else? So that's a big mystery right now. But the next part of the trailer has me beyond excited. We see a glimpse of a few variants for the new Wonder Weapon that we're going to see, as we also got teased in blueprints yesterday. The first one is what looks like a semi-automatic laser pistol, while this energy orb in the pistol seems to pop out, fly around, and also kill zombies. Think of the chicken from Dead Ops Arcade 3, just an extra form of firepower at your disposal. Looks insanely fun. We then get to see one of the upgrades, which at first resembled a thunder gun with the round-shaped barrel, but seems to shoot out 3 energy blasts, almost as if it's an energy shotgun. So getting some futuristic Exo Zombies vibes from the games they got for these Wonder Weapons. Like I said in previous videos, right, I love the fact that Treyarch is still, to this day, coming up with original Wonder Weapon concepts, even after a decade of zombies existing. So when have we ever seen Wonder Weapons that you can upgrade into different weapon classes, from a pistol to a shotgun and then a tactical rifle, as we got hinted at in the blueprints earlier? What's incredibly interesting now is the new Mule Kick machine. So the machine probably got an even bigger glow up than Tombstone and Deadshot combined. It has weapons sticking out, which can shoot the zombies, surprisingly. Did not expect that at all. And bear with me, since I'll be going over the 5-tier upgrades in a minute for Mule Kick. But we then got our first glimpse at these new red-looking Tempests, which remind me of the Sizzlers from World War II zombies, especially the ones we got on Shadowed Throne. I think that's the only map they were on anyway, but these look creepy. So again, maybe we'll get the regular purple Tempest in DLC 4, but we're going to get some red variants of them here in Mod or Toten somehow. Not sure what they're going to do exactly, but hopefully they're not as annoying as some of the catalysts from the Chaos storyline. People also pointed out the return of the Trial Machine and the Quick Revive Machine, which were to be expected, obviously, but there were small glimpses of them in small frames of this video, which I'll put on screen if I could find it. Now, we also have, pointed out by Eric Maynard, the phone booth from the Maschine intro that Samantha was in can be spotted here in the Mod or Toten gameplay reveal. So I'm almost going to bet right now this will be a part of the main Easter egg. Probably have to use the phone booth, maybe for something like Morse code, or to get a secret message. Maybe Samantha calls us from the phone booth and she'll appear as a helping hand later on. I'm very interested as to what role this phone booth is going to play in Mod or Toten. I'm pretty sure it won't just be there for show. So let's see what happens with that. Now, on top of that too, we then got an interesting paragraph from Treyarch saying, as you've seen from this week's teasers and official trailer, Mod or Toten is packed with new undead threats and plenty of new ways to kill them. This includes the new Cerberus Wonder Weapon with 4 total weapon variants at your disposal, as well as the new craftable LT-53 Casimir, which can send your enemies into the Dark Ether or transport you to a different area entirely. So, it answered my question, right? I was wondering if they'll act like the Gersh devices from Ascension, Moon, and Zombies Chronicles, where you can actually throw them down, suck up some zombies, but also jump through them yourself and end up in a new area on the map. So, this does indeed confirm that. We then got the confirmation that Mule will make its debut in Cold War next week, giving players the ability to take a third weapon into battle, even before investing in its 5 additional skill tier upgrades. We'll go over that in a second, but then it confirms some heavy changes, which will change the meta in Zombies forever, starting next week with Season 4 Reloaded. So, the Zombies' health caps were reduced. They've reverted whatever patch that was not too long ago, which I think broke high rounds for most people out there, and without double tap, it was a bit difficult. Enemy armor durability has been reduced. Sniper damage and stock ammo have been buffed. PAP melee weapon damage buffs, equipment support and field upgrade damage, scaling improvements. I'll have specific numbers and a bunch of other extensive detail on screen and down below in the description in case you guys want to read this. So if high rounds are your thing, then this update's going to be really important for you out there if you enjoy Black Ops Cold War Zombies. So we then got a new feature announced, which does say, we're also making weapons even more powerful with a new feature, dynamic wallbuys. In all round-based Zombies maps starting with Season 4 Reloaded, wallbuy weapons will have a chance to increase its rarity at the end of every 5th round, all the way up to Legendary. As the rounds go up, now you have even more weapon options to choose from. So this to me is a great feature. Probably should have been in the game since the Maschine, but better late than never, right? I'm a fan of Treyarch improving the gameplay significantly with every update throughout the game's life cycle, and to me, if you're not a fan of using your Salvage upgrade weapon rarity or spinning the box on higher rounds, then hey, this new wallbuy feature should help you out a little bit if you want to get some legendary weapons at the earliest round possible. So can't complain about that one. Round of applause to Treyarch for listening to community feedback in the most that they can. Now, we are going to get a separate blog post, probably on Monday if I had to guess, detailing all the new gameplay features and mechanics that we featured in Mod or Toten. Today was a bit of a sneak peek at the gameplay, but not an extensive blog post about everything to expect here in DLC 3. Now when it comes to the 5 Mule Kick tiers, so what I will say about this is that information is already floating out there on the internet. I'll be very careful with what I do reveal and talk about, but the internet's a crazy place, right? People out there have their hands on things they probably shouldn't, but as a bit of a heads up for Mule Kick, in case you guys were on the edge of your seat wondering what it would entail, Tier 1, crafted equipment grants an additional equipment if able. Tier 2, all enemies have a small chance to drop ammo. Tier 3, stowed weapons slowly refill ammo to stock, so getting some Vulture Aid vibes. Tier 4, 25% chance to keep non-retrievable equipment when used. And Tier 5, last but not least, third primary weapon is recovered when repurchasing Mule Kick. So this gives you a chance out there to go down, lose all your perks, and still get your third weapon back upon repurchasing Mule Kick. So I'm hoping this isn't broken where you repurchase Mule Kick later and the weapon gets unpack-a-punched or loses its legendary rarity or something. Let's see how this works, but I'll be honest, right? I would say Tombstone and Mule Kick are some of the weaker perks in Cold War Zombies, which to me is fine. I mean, people out there might find some use in some of these perks. I mean, if I had a choice and I'm playing a certain game of Zombies where I don't need these perks, I wouldn't buy them to save some money. But hey, I know perks can get more expensive as the season goes on. Since there's more perks in the game, it'll cost you more to get all of them in your inventory. Luckily, there isn't a perk limit, which to me is one of the greatest features of Cold War Zombies. But if you're an Outbreak, take advantage of those free perk quests that you can get through the radios if you don't want to waste any money on some of these here. But they're saving the best for last, right? With what seems like 2 experiences left after Mod or Toten, whether it's 1 round-based map or 2, we're still going to be getting 2 more perks added to the game, Double Tap and PhD. So once those perks get added, it's going to be insane. I think it'll be more overpowered than ever before. But for right now, in case you guys are interested in getting a third weapon, if you want to hold 2 under weapons and a regular weapon in Outbreak, then this might be the perk for you. Now, the Casimir equipment will also cost 2,000 salvage to craft in your tactical slots. here for your inventory, just an FYI. So information's floating out there. I'll cover it in the safest way possible, if you guys know what I mean, all right? Don't want to go too crazy with some of this information, but the internet's insane, right? Zombies fans are definitely fanatics about the mode, so of course they're gonna get to the bottom of every single detail possible and post it over on Twitter, Reddit, etc. But last and definitely not least, I want to quickly go over this new information that was discovered. So the Gaming Revolution posted a very interesting video talking about how COD Mobile may end up seeing a version of Maschine added to mobile platforms out there, which I didn't expect at all. But in the new icon for COD Mobile, as I went over before, showcases Rick Tofen with blue eyes. I don't know what that can mean. I don't know what story they're going with for their Zombies mode, but that sounds fun. Zombies is returning this summer to COD Mobile, but the question is, what maps will be reintroduced? Nocturne and Toten was already complete. I posted gameplay of that a few months ago. Transit never came out for COD Mobile, even though that was completely finished. Several sections of Green Run were also available to play with different bosses on it. Three-headed Cerberus, Avogadro, the Big Butcher. Not sure what happened with Transit there, but now what it seems like is that in the background of this icon, we could probably see Dark Ether Jellyfish there. It also resembles a custom render made by Lucas Weiss, a good friend of mine out there. So does this confirm that Maschine will make its way over into COD Mobile? The player base has been stronger than ever thanks to Outbreak. More people are playing zombies than ever before, as Activision confirmed, in case you guys want to believe that. So with all of that being said, I think it makes a lot of sense to say, you know what, let's try to throw in some Cold War Zombies experiences to mobile devices and see how that does. Could that significantly improve the Zombies player base, or vice versa, encourage players to try the real versions of those maps in Black Ops Cold War? I mean, this is insane to see. So I'm not complaining, right? If we don't ever see Noct in Transit or other maps, if we just see Cold War Zombies maps in COD Mobile, let's see how that works. Will there be an Easter egg? Will there be a boss fight? Well, how will it be different from the current iteration of the map that we have on major platforms out there? But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the Modern Toten gameplay reveal trailer? How do you feel about the Massive Zombies updates Treyarch confirmed? And also, how do you feel about the 5 Mule Kick tiers? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everyone.